or hanging out with that like-minded liberty lover, visit freedomlovers.us. It's the first free dating site and community. So patriots, don't waste your time with other dating sites. freedomlovers.us is the place where like-minded singles really click.
Here we go, back into the studio. You're listening to Love, Guns and Freedom with Luca Zanna on K-Talks 1340 AM. That was Frank Costigan. I must tell you, this is becoming very personal for me, this show at this point, in the last few months, maybe even the last, I don't know, since I started it, but more and more becoming just more than a show. It's becoming almost like a journey, a way that I can learn, also a way I can grow up, and a way that also I can grow, mostly not just knowing things about politics, of course, and everything else we talk about, guns, but also spiritually. Because I tell you, there are so many things that I'm learning, and I hope to improve, because I'm telling you, I realize, every one of us has limitations, we have limitations. And the difference is how we handle these limitations. First of all, are we aware of our limitations? Sometimes we're not that lucky. Sometimes we're not that lucky. Sometimes we have nobody really that takes the time to let us know. And then when we know about our limitations, what do? Are we trying to improve? And this works for everything. Could be just for the, as I said, for the way you interact with others. Could be your mom, could be your loved one, could be your son, could be your wife, doesn't matter. So that's my point. And in this case, I tell you, this is the hour of love. We have our own personalities. Everybody's different. And it's sad when there are misunderstanding. And at that point, you realize really how things can go completely out of the blue to a wrong direction with a special one. How do you handle that? Are you able to have, let's say, normal communication? And the problem is sometimes, there is something that breaks. Even when you try your best, there is like a little something that breaks the trust, and it doesn't even give you the chance anymore to be looked at the same way they look at you before. And you feel bad because, at the end of the day, you didn't mean to do anything bad, but you realize that maybe you broke that glass, and there is another way to take it back. So I don't know. I'm just probably ranting a little bit, but all I want to say, there is so much to learn. In every day, it's an experience. Now, interaction. We are made of course, flesh, bones. We have a soul, I believe. I believe that, of course, at least for me. You don't need to believe it. And also, we have a heart. And the point is, as human beings, we have emotions. And emotions sometimes means that can be good, can be sad, can be happy, can be irate, can be jealous, can be frustrated. And they are one of the most powerful emotions, I think probably the most powerful emotion. It is probably love. That maybe people say, but that's not an emotion, that's a feeling. But that's part, for me, also is an emotion, because love also makes you feel in different ways. And when you don't have probably the same tune, the same, let's say, symphony, and the same correspondence from the other side, probably that love transforms in something that could be sadness, or could be, I don't know, jealousy, or frustration. So you see, that's pretty much a very powerful emotion, and probably I think is the most powerful. People say the most powerful emotion is jealousy, but jealousy for me is just a result of love. So that's my point. Now I have here Mr. Steve Rubin from the station asking me for something. Let me just read him back. Okay, almost there. Hi, Steve. So anyway, but that's my point. Anyway, so in this hour, the final segment, I wanted to talk about something normally I don't really go, and I'm not here doing Dr. Laura, or I don't know, some sort of a psychologist job. Like, I'm just a regular guy. I'm going through things like every one of us. And sometimes, even if they are not my things, I look at humanity out there and I see how powerful are these emotions with our interactions. And by the way, love and the way we feel also influence everything else. But think about it. You know, when you have politicians out there, or anybody that somehow interacts with our public life, they're still human beings. They still have their own personal dramas. And, you know, sometimes, you know, the way they are out there is also the way you are at home. If you're not happy at home, you're not going to be happy in public life, and you're going to be an ass probably, okay? That's what I'm saying. It's all connected. I really believe love is the most powerful thing out there. Now, normally I don't do that very much, but once in a while I do some poems. By the way, I'm writing a new book. I'm sure you already know about my other book that is on Amazon. It's called Lyrics and Poems. That is a collection of course, several type of style of poems. Mostly they're all my lyrics of all my songs. All the songs I wrote and published. About 100 of those. But Lyrics and Poems, of course, is mostly, as I said, is this final stage of a project that I've been working for so many years. All my songs and also some of these poems that I put together. And they're different styles. They go from erotic to political to, I don't know, just philosophical. It's just kind of a little mix of myself. And of course, you can download it on Amazon.com, Lyrics and Poems by Luca Zanna for just $2.99. It's an ebook format. I think it's really nice, and I appreciate if you do that. Now, my new project is called Perfectly Crazy. Wow, what is that, Luca? Yeah, it's my just little project, and I wanted to do something that it is more specific to a niche. Okay, so it's going to be exactly about love, and even just modern love. People say, what is modern love? Yes, because love has different colors. There are different type of, let's say, density or depth, okay? So this is a call exactly Perfectly Crazy, Erotic Visions and Love Poems by Luca Zanna. I know some guys out there probably are laughing, say, wow, you know, this show is supposed to be a guns and freedom. Yes, and don't forget there is also the love part. And I know maybe many people out there, they don't listen to this part. Maybe I have more ladies than guys. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't care. This is who I am. And that's why I like this show, because I can do whatever I want. So anyway, this book coming Perfectly Crazy. It will be ready probably next month. And by the way, there is also forbidden erotic Italian phrases. Wow. Yes, I wanted to go crazy on this one. That's why it's called Perfectly Crazy. And you know, I have nothing really, as I said, I'm not here to try to profess myself like, call myself like a holy man or a saint or a perfect guy. No, I am not. I'm a regular guy, maybe a little more than the average, I don't know, but for sure I am who I am. And I'm not ashamed who I am. And I know many people say, oh my God, you know, you're not going to run for office. First of all, I couldn't care less to run for any office. And even if I had to run for office, this is who I am. I'm not ashamed. I feel emotions, I write emotions. Sometimes, most of the times are my emotions, and that's it, pretty much. And I'm not here to hide who I am, okay? So anyway, let me think about a little bit, first of all, which poems I would like to read for you today, because that's something I want to do, okay? And as I said, these poems, they span from a time when I was in my 16, think about it, and they go all the way probably last till yesterday, okay? So I write every day. And I've been writing for years. But on this book project, I wanted to somehow create a complete niche for love and also erotic poems. And when I say erotic, this stuff, it's PG 99, not 21, okay? So just be sure. I may not read some of this stuff on the air, but I will try to read some, whatever the FCC allows it. Why? But I think it's fun. Seriously, I mean, we need some time to reconnect with our humanity, and I think part of our humanity is also our, let's say, fantasy, our erotic side. After all, love, you know, supposed to be the salt of life, in my opinion. And let me tell you, can be also, you know, a very powerful and negative force. If used not correctly, love can destroy your life completely. At the same time, can give you the smile that you wake up every morning, no matter what type of bad day you're having, and you can be happy. And, you know, people say, oh, you know what, it's too much, I cannot handle it, because the other side is terrible. Guess what? I understand. You know, I went through that for many years myself. Sometimes I said I'd rather to be completely alone, so at least, you know, I feel no pain. That's something worth it. it's worth to stay, for example, in complete, let's say, lack of life, I would call. At least, I think the Buddhists say that, don't get involved in love, because after all, it can disturb your type of, peace. But peace, the way they look at that, in my opinion, even I'm not an expert, of course, of their philosophy or religion, it's almost like, okay, let's not leave, so we're not afraid, or let's not get out of the house, so we're not afraid that something's going to happen to us. Meanwhile, you're missing the best part of your life. That's what I'm saying. So it's a dangerous game, but I still believe that it's something that it's worth playing, okay? So anyway, let's see what we got here, because as I said, in this book, it's going to be probably about, let's see, a lot. At least probably about 40, 50 poems, at least. Then there are, of course, at the end of the book, a little funny thing that I call funny, but it's not. It's all erotic Italian phrases. People say, oh my God, why do you do that, Luca? Because I think it's fun. I have a lot of friends of mine out there. They try to, play Italian or just speak Italian for their girlfriend, whatever. If that can give you a little bit, 5 minutes of laugh, why not? Seriously, okay? For example, I like, I don't know, sometimes I like the ladies when they talk French, or they talk, I don't know, Swedish, stuff like that. It's just something fun, okay? Don't get me wrong. All right, let's see. Because I want to try to keep this poetry today I share with you kind of PG-13, okay? That's my point. So let's see if I can find something that I can handle here on the radio. This is kind of gently around your neck. Maybe it's not too much. Heaven. Let's do heaven. Heaven is fine. Heaven without you, it could not be true. Eternity without your smile, it would be an exile. Life without your love would be just a curse. All I want is you, my heaven, my universe. That pretty much was something mild. So no drama there, no PG-21. Okay, that's what I call the love side. Now, another love. Okay, I like this one, by the way. I like them all in my own way, because they're all somehow personal and part of my life, and that's the way I write. Okay. Sometimes I also write about things that people can see from other way. They can see from outside. So I'm trying to do that. Okay, now I love. This is the poem. I love your beauty. I love your soul. I love your friendship. I love you whole. I love your eyes. I love your breast. I love your heads. I love your best. I love your peace. I love your pride. I love your honor. I love your wild. I love your words. I love your hair. I love your smile. I love your bear. I love your loyalty. I love your brain. I love your love. I love you insane. I love you, but you do not love me. Well, that was kind of interesting final end, as you can see. So, I think let's take a break, a few seconds, and then I go to the second part with more poems. But this is going to be, if you have children out there listening on the radio, turn the radio off, okay? Still, I will comply with the FCC. So you're not going to listen to weird phrases that the FCC, let's say, doesn't like. But the images that I will try to paint with the words may be a little strong for the average person. And of course, children should go to bed right now, okay? So please stay there, little break, I put a little song, and I'll talk to you in a few seconds. You're listening to Love, Guns and Freedom with Luca Zanna, and this is the hour about love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Here we go. That was Thinking of You. Probably was one of my first songs that I wrote and published when I came to America. And that was, the song was recorded in 1999 in Los Angeles. I remember like yesterday with my friend Simone. Wow. Time passed by. And yes, I was driving around with my car and I came out with this idea of this song, Thinking of You. And I was thinking about you. You know that. So now let's go back to the poems. Before we close the hour, I need to give you what I promised. Okay, hardcore, little more, let's say, poems that they are part of this book that I'm writing. It's called Perfectly Crazy, and it's Erotic Visions and Love Poems by Luca Zanna. So now let's go with the shortest poem I ever wrote that I think I need to correct a little bit for FCC, okay? The poem is called Depth. I want to F you so deep that I can touch your soul. Da-da! That was it. That was kind of profound, seriously. I think it's a really good poem, by the way. It's very short, but think about it. It is not just what you think, you know. I want to F you so deep that I can touch your soul. It is not just about physical. Well, hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say. Now, let's go to another one that I really like, at least one of my favorite that I can say on the air, okay? Because I have other one even better, but this is something I can still somehow get away without using any words. Gently around your neck. Gently around your neck. Kisses and bites behind your back. I pull your hair while I lick your spine. Tonight I'm yours and you are mine. Gently around your neck. Kisses and bites behind your back. I hold you tight while you scream and smile. You feel me deep, you're wet and wild. Gently around your neck. Kisses and bites behind your back. Well, that was hopefully you didn't freak out. Okay, guys, this is Luca Zanna, and you're listening to Love, Guns, and Freedom, the Hour of Love. And of course, that was just a little bit of a taste of my coming book of erotic poems. Hopefully you like it. Now, I want to do the last one, and I promise it's going to be something special, okay? Let's see. Something that you don't freak out too much. Okay, this is not even a poem. It's just a little expression. Love is not fair. Your curves are the hills where I find comfort in moments of despair. Your lips are my water. Your breath is my air. Nothing's forever. Love is not fair. Okay, guys, I think for this Sunday we are pretty much done. I want to remind you this. Please support the show. There are many ways you can do it. You can go to www.zanna.us, my website, where you can find all my songs. I have more than 100 songs there. Of course, there is also the link for my ebook, lyrics and poems. All my songs, you can get them for 99 cents each on Amazon or different websites. Doing so, you support the show. Now, as I said, I'm not perfect. I am far from perfect. Probably I'm one of the most complicated human beings out there. But this is who I am. And one thing at least I think you can see in me. I always try to listen. I always try to say, if I've done something wrong, I'm sorry. That's all I can tell you. I try, because I don't think I have a bad bone in me unless I have to. That means I'm not here to hurt anybody. And I'm sorry with my own limitations. Sometimes if I don't come out the right way, I just apologize to you. That's all I can say. In general, it is not just about personal, just in general as a human being. So at least one thing I try always to do. Hey, I can improve. We all can improve. Or we all can get better. That's for sure. Okay? All right. Talk to you next Sunday. And hopefully we're going to have interesting news to share. I'm sure we do. And at the same time, don't forget Zanna Coffee. You can go to www.zannacoffee.com and support K-Talks. Seriously. This station is being great for many reasons, and when Dave Hayes was here, he gave me the great opportunity. And it's not just about me, okay? A lot of other people have a great opportunity on this station. And also, of course, the new owner has been doing an incredible job. And I really appreciate Steve Rubin for what he's done to keep the show on the air, of course, and also to do what he's doing. I mean, he's doing an incredible job with the radio and relaunching it. And there is a new FM radio that is right now also broadcasting the same show. I think it's 104.1 in Bullhead. Okay? God willing, I will talk to you next Sunday. Ciao.